Oh, I don't know why we got cut off there. Talking about the Kinder Morgan Trans Mountain Pipeline. On the other side of the debate, we've got this lady. Now walking away from all environmental commitments made at the last Accord, which, it seems to happen with everyone. Way back to Kyoto, there's always someone who finds a way to weasel out of it. And these environmental accords never mean anything anyway. No one sticks to them. It's a stupid thing, but she's going to walk away and cause a big stink. And as well she should. I mean, what we're doing to her province right now is ridiculous. Especially in light of how hard we're trying to suck Quebec's dick right now. Because it's election season for Justy pretty soon. So he's got a lot of the supply management people on his side in Quebec right now because he's screwing with NAFTA. And a lot of, he's going to maintain the equalization payments to a province that absolutely doesn't need them. Which makes no sense to anyone but him when he's trying to buy votes. And, he could stop this madness right now. He could. There is a private member's bill that's been already passed by the Senate. All he has to do is put his big JT on it, and it overrides the Supreme Court decision on this NEB ruling. Because it's in Canada's best interest, and more people will benefit from it than won't, so it has to be done. All he has to do is sign that thing, and this all goes away right now. So what's he going to do? What are you going to do, Justy? You going to piss off a couple of natives and save the country? Or are you going to buy a $4.5 billion turd in the mountains? Seems pretty goddamn simple to me. But, what do I know? I'm just a lowly big city mayor, maybe. Probably not. I'm going to play a song because I'm upset and I'm just babbling. But I want you guys to think real hard about this pipeline debate. Forget your emotions. Forget how pretty the whales are for a minute. Because nothing's going to happen to the whales. They're going to be fine just like they've been fine for the last 50 years. Think about it logically, economically, practically, not emotionally. And there's no other way to see it. What I haven't done for a while, I haven't played some Ashes Purgatory on this little show. So I'm going to do that now and think of another topic to talk about when we come back. It's called He Felt the Floor.
It's all on you.
Oh my god, I gotta quit eating these candies. I just want to finish off that last segment with one message for all the anti-pipeline people.
So I say this with the utmost respect, but fuck you cunt.
I love that clip. Switching gears completely, there was a big story that Gord dropped on us yesterday regarding this family in Milton, Ontario that had were alleged to have had a ritualistic killing of a cow take place in their yard, and then they went on to skin the cow and then serve it for dinner. People lost their minds over this cruel and inhumane, horrible event that happened before even finding out if it actually happened, because the story is that it didn't, that it's quite possible the cow was delivered dead to the household. And then its body, they done and cooked and did what they will with it after it was already dead. Now, the part of the story that's interesting really isn't whether or not this cow was humanely killed, because I'm quite sure it is. I think that's the truth, is that it was humanely killed and just delivered dead to this family, who then did what they did with it. I think that's the story. The real story behind this is the vitriol that came out online about these people and the absolutely racist rhetoric that spread around Ontario about these people. Just disgusting, horrible, racist bullshit, when the facts of the story hadn't even completely come to light yet. And I'm not sure they even have. I didn't have much time to look into it today, but I don't think the truth of the story has even come out yet. So the fact that these racist comments are being made publicly about this family when the truth about them is not even known is absolutely mind-boggling to me. So, Gord, thank you so much, Gord, for bringing us this story. And it leads me into another angle that I want to look at. And I'm going to be asking around town tomorrow. I'm going to be interviewing people to see where they are on this topic. So here's the question to everybody, because I've started to notice it in other avenues that it seems like it's getting more and more acceptable to be racist. It's, little comments are creeping out. People are saying little things that probably 5 years ago or so we never would have considered saying in public. And I'm wondering why. Well, first of all, the big question is, am I right? Is this actually happening, or am I crazy? I seem to think it's getting worse. And Gord seems to agree with me, but I have no real anything to base it on other than my own opinion. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is hit the streets and get you guys' opinions on it. So please be ready to be asked questions tomorrow on the show. And give an honest answer. Do you think people are becoming more racist? And is it becoming more acceptable to be so? God, I hope it isn't. I really hope I'm just really wrong about this. But it seems to be the way things are going. And I certainly don't want to see things go in that direction. But, it's happening here in Vancouver with the Chinese, the evil Chinese. Everything's the Chinese's fault. And apparently in Gord's neck of the woods, everything is this family's fault, even though nobody knows anything about them. So, let me know if you want to get your answers in early. Shoot me an email. It's notjustme6@gmail.com, or leave a voicemail at 604-655-9630. Or go to anchor.fm and record your voice. Have your voice heard right here on the show. Let me know, is it becoming more acceptable now to be even just a little bit racist? God, I hope I'm wrong. It doesn't happen very often. And it's already happened once this week. Well, not this week. Last week, I guess I should say. So that's pretty much my quota for the next few months. So answer honestly when we ask you this tomorrow. Please. Lying does no good. It's just cheating us out of the answer. And the answer is important. The answer to this is important because if it's true, then it's something we have to stop right away. So we'll be doing that tomorrow. I'm going to hit the streets all day and try to get some answers. This is, of course, after I go to the studio and edit together those episodes that I talked about. And then we'll be on the air with Gord tomorrow night. He's going to share more of his story and how it's developing there in Milton, Ontario. And this is all going to tie in, obviously, to our hashtag easiest thing in the world movement that we were trying to start. It's kind of lost a little bit of momentum, but I don't think we've been talking about it enough recently. And if you haven't heard, it's the hashtag easiest thing in the world. It is a competition where you can win prizes from Is It Just Me? And what you do is go about your everyday normal routine as you every day would. Don't change anything, except you have to be nice to everyone you meet all day. Don't go out of your way to be extraordinarily nice. Just be yourself. Be kind. Be respectful. Nothing crazy, but just basic human respect and courtesy. And you can get a prize for that. It's very rare these days that people treat each other that way. And it is literally the easiest thing in the world. So hashtag easiest thing in the world. Let's get this moving going and reach the show. Reach out to the show and tell us what you're doing to make this happen. And tell us what others are doing to not make it happen. If there's someone you would like publicly shamed on the air, we are happy to do that for you. So, yeah. Hashtag easiest thing in the world. It all ties into that. I'm going to take another quick little musical break here, and then I'll say goodnight. I am going to play one of my all-time favorite songs by me. This is called Side.
Every story starts the same way. I'll just do a little bit until Sunday. And now I don't even know who I am. Not that I ever really did. What's in your head? It's in your head. All big decisions. And when you meet the devil, he will always say he isn't. Once it's in your head, it's in your head until it isn't. Once it's in your head and then your head becomes a prison. Everybody talks about potential. Someday that boy will be something special. But no one bothered to tell him. Not that it would change things if they did. You gotta take sides. Once it's in your head, you're in your head on big decisions. And when you meet the devil, he will always say he isn't. Once it's in your head, it's in your head until it isn't. And once it's in your head, then your head becomes a prison. Did you take it or did it take you?
That is a fun little song. I enjoy that. That's called Side by Rocky Fortune and the Rich Tones. That album, of course, has been postponed. But I'll keep you posted on that. Awaken by Ashes of Purgatory also being delayed, being held up for some reason. I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to talk to our distributor and figure that out. in the coming days as well. So a lot of me trying to fix things